Okay, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Greener Eagle Eye, coming to you again with a brand new video where we are going to do the player ratings and review for another Arsenal loss, where Arsenal have lost 2-1 at home to Wolves. Yeah. Joining me, as always, is my partner in crime as we dissect this nonsense, and that is Mr. Lee Gunner. Say hello to people, my brother.
I would say good evening. It was actually a year ago today we sacked Good Evening. Kind of ironic that we lost on the same night as we sacked him a year ago, isn't it, really? And Tapas Pulis out tonight. I'm going to do my press conference, post-match press conference after this stream for player ratings. And there's nothing you can say to convince me. There's nothing anyone can say to convince me. I'm sorry, mate. What more do I say to get it into people's heads that he's not the man?
I saw somebody here say to me, why the sad tone?
Yeah, we just lost.
I mean, if I have to explain, I have no idea why. But to counter that, maybe they expected me to lead with the fact that I have just hit 10K. Big up to the McChronicle. I did see your donation at the very, very start of the show, just in celebration of that. So thank you very much. I'll be real with you. That has cheered me up, considering because it was always a big target of mine, 10K. So thank you very much for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, which is about 56% of you. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Anyway, let's come back to the match. Let's be real here. I know we had chances, and I get it. I think we limited them to very few chances in the end. Did anyone actually feel like we'd win the game?
Nope.
They look hungrier. They look more ready to combat. Their players look more dangerous. They look like they're competing for every 50-50 ball. Our fullbacks, both of them, were terrible. Our central midfield talisman, terrible. But let's be real, both of them were terrible. I gave Joe Willock a little bit more credit because I saw Joe Willock a lot more than I did the other two. And we've got a captain who, quite frankly, since he signed his contract, would rather be on the beach. Yep. Let's be real here. Let's stop looking through rose-tinted glasses because, every now and again he flirts with troops. Let's be fucking real here. The guy is on the beach since signing that deal, which is the most backward thing you should be doing when you sign a contract at the start of the season. That's when you should be at your most on it. That should be because you should know that people are now they really want you to deliver, because now you're earning the most at that club. You're being highly scrutinized. Nothing. Dead performance. Saka, I love him. I think his effort was there. Dead performance. Willian, I think there was a little bit more effort and desire there. Dead performance. I'll be real with you. It's not going to be a pretty player ratings. This is not one of those things where you look at it and you say to yourself, because people, for some reason, right? I had certain people wanting me to debate Tom Canton, right? A shout out to Tom, right? Tom Canton for a debate about Arteta in or Arteta out. And I was confused. That's the only reason I haven't done it yet, because in my mind I was thinking to myself, but what's the debate here? Like, what is the debate here? Why we should give Arteta time? But to me, this would be an easy conversation to have with anyone. Look at recent history. Why would I want to give Mikel Arteta time? Because, quite frankly, this time last year, when everyone was talking about Unai Emery, the one overriding consensus was clearly the players are not responding to him. That was what the conclusion I came to in the end. We were 8th. Today we're 14th. So if they weren't responding to him then, what the fuck are they doing for Mikel now? That don't make no sense. I don't understand the argument of some people, other than the fact that supposedly Mikel Arteta has won 2 trophies. Fuck off. It's one trophy and a shield that you give away at the prelims. Fuck me. I'm sure that they have an under 18s version of a charity fucking shield. Stop it. You're grown people. You're grown people. You won one trophy. And people want to be like, oh, well, suppose that gives him time then. All right, cool. Even if you said to yourself, well, he won one trophy. All right, cool. This is a what have you done for me lately business. I say that to you all the time. Just because you won something last season, but we're having a mare this season, why does that mean I need to give you more time this season? What have you done for me lately for me to do that for you? What have you done? You're 14th. And it's just the thing. I'm not an unreasonable character. I'm not. And I will let Lee come in because I know people are going to want to know why I'm not letting Lee speak. But
I'm just letting you go, man. I'm just letting you do what you do.
I just got a lot to unload, right? This, for me, what I don't understand, what I really don't understand, right? Knowing that it's a what have you done for me lately business, knowing that this man won trophies last season.
Trophy
right?
last season.
All right, trophy last season. Right? All the things that people wanted to cling on to ahead of the game. Oh, well, Man City are right by us. What are you trying to say? That they should sack Pep? This, that, and the other. Cool. Do you know that we are 5 points ahead of bottom?
I've just seen a stat. This is points total after 10 games since 1981-82. Bruv, I was basically growing in my fucking womb at that point.
I wasn't even a twinkle in my dad's eye. What will it take?
Every single record.
What will it take? What will it take? And you know the funny thing is, I'm not sorry, I lost the previous point I was going to make. I've now found it. Mate. I'm not an unreasonable character, right? If you had said to me that, you know what, Mikel Arteta, he's trying to find the right combinations of people to play against, just like, ironically, Emery was last year. He's trying to find the right combination of people, and he doesn't quite know his team, and it's not producing any results. But yet we should continue giving this guy a chance because eventually he'll get it. The pedigree of the manager is there and he'll get it. Do you know what? I'd reluctantly shut my fucking mouth. But when you are constantly going into every single game, how many of you looked at that damn starting lineup and were like, oh.
Yep. Willian. Where's Reece?
Reece was trending in the team.
Matt deserved to start.
If we can guess what our fucking team is, don't you think the competition will guess what our team is?
Bruv, let's be real here. Let's be real here, Chig, yeah? Right? Let's just be real here, right? Our fans wanted Unai Emery sacked. Cool. In the end, I did. Yeah? Right? But let's be real here. Man played 13 games, yeah? In the season, yeah? Right? And had lost 3 of them. Right? He couldn't speak a word of fucking English, yeah? And at least they were having a go, yeah? And do you know how he was getting through? Because he was actually tactically fucking miles better than this guy, yeah?
Exactly.
And we were having shots. We were taking chances. We were missing sitters, yeah? Which is something...
As much as I tease you...
I've seen a lot of people say that... yeah, but you can't legislate for Lacazette missing sitters, yeah? Well, you can't legislate for Granit Xhaka kicking the Brighton fucking striker for us missing Champions League then, yeah?
Exactly.
Both ways,
and listen, as much as I tease you for having this kind of romantic idea of Unai Emery, let's be fucking real here. My man was 8th and people were having these doubts.
Yeah.
Now you're getting people, you are a rat if you want to get rid of a manager that's directed you to the dizzying heights of 14th.
If you give somebody enough rope, yeah, if you give somebody enough rope, eventually you know what happens, yeah? These people are all going to end up doing that as well because they don't believe the shit they speak, half of these people, yeah? And the fact is, I'm not sitting here all smug and happy. You can see I'm angry. I'm just putting the ads on my fucking stream there, right? You can see I'm angry. You can see I'm pissed off. You can see I'm fuming. But you know what, yeah? It's so frustrating that I ain't got 1 million followers to be able to get that out to 1 million people that, yo, guess what, mate, yeah? I've been telling you, you weren't listening to me. Yeah, what? Because it's Lee Gunner, you don't want to listen. I hope every single one of you, yeah, right? And this is how I will be a see you next Tuesday, because you see every single person, yeah, that come to me when I put that stream out last year, and I put it out all over my Twitter account when he was announced, yeah, saying you're a disgrace. I'm gutted because I've deleted the tweet. It was the tweet above that I wanted to delete, yeah, right? And I deleted the wrong fucking tweet. There was 400 odd comments on that tweet, yeah, right? And I guarantee if I still had that tweet, I could go to it right now, yeah, and I could go and see every single one of their accounts, and they're all saying the same thing, yeah.
Right, so we've got to address this. Let me ask you a question on beating Wenger, which perhaps should tell its own story. When did you want Unai Emery sacked?
Palace.
No, I'm asking him, because he's the one that's saying,
oh, him.
Defensive Jose, no offense.
Did you watch? Hang on, I'm going to stop a minute. Defensive Jose. Did he not watch the game today at Stamford Bridge? Man's away from home. They fucking battered Chelsea for fucking 55 minutes. Yeah. Did he not watch defensive Jose score 6 at Old Trafford? Add up how many journeys we've been to Old Trafford. How many times collectively? How many games is that we've scored 6 collectively? Yeah. Defensive Jose is top scorers in the Premier League, my friend. Yeah, defensive Jose, yeah? I'd take that guy in a heartbeat, because that was everything we needed at this football club. And that comment there, big up yourself. I know you've paid for the comment.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to disrespect it.
It's your opinion.
People allow their opinion.
It's his opinion.
I just want to know, genuinely, when did you want Unai Emery?
The second part of that, the last part of that, where he says Rome wasn't built in a day, so get a grip. On that basis, Unai Emery should still be here then. I just got to the Europa League final, finished 5th, 1 point off 4th, 2 points off 3rd, lost 3 games in 13, was 8 points off 4th when we sacked him. So working out on your basis, Emery should have still been given a chance then. Emery should have been given Thomas Partey. That's who he wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On that basis, mind you, don't get it twisted. People, I wanted Emery out last year. I wanted Emery out last year.
Yeah, Crystal Palace, I wanted him out.
Yourself, oh, well, Chig, I can find a fucking... I'll help you find a damn clip. I wanted Emery out last year too. Don't get it twisted. But it's this idea that if you have the nerve to say, I want Mikel Arteta out.
Oh, you've killed someone's family.
Because we're 14th and this motherfucker doesn't seem to be learning from his mistakes, that you are some sort of heathen.
There's a Chelsea fan going nuts in your chat saying they didn't batter us. Bruv, I watched the stream. I watched the game with Dami and Matisse. They even agreed at half-time, yo, we're lucky to not be losing this game at half-time. Tottenham hammered you in that first half. Second half, kind of roles reversed. On the balance of play, a draw is a draw. And listen, Lampard and Jose will probably both be ruining the missed chances that they both had in that game. They both had a sitter at the end, yeah? They both could have won it. But the one thing I will say here, yeah, both of them teams are in a title race and they are stratospheres ahead of us. How can Jose Mourinho go into Tottenham, who had them tools and were in 14th when they sacked Poch, yeah? 4 games before Arteta got the job. He spent less money in the summer than us. And they're top and cruising. How's that possible?
Forget all that, brother. We've been told for the better part of 10 years that we don't spend money because we're paying for a fucking stadium. What the hell are what is Tottenham doing?
Bro, man's club, that club, took a government loan of £100 million, bruv, which they have to pay back next summer. Yeah. And they still went and done 65 million quid, bought 5 players. Højbjerg is one of the best signings this season so far. Absolute baller. He called out Ndombele and said, Ndombele, you're not doing enough, you're shit, blah, blah, blah. Man's doing to him what he was doing to Ozil at Madrid. He's getting the best out of him for 60 minutes and hooking him. Yeah? He was a baller today, that Ndombele. First half, he was the best player on the pitch. Yeah? And he hooked him after 60-odd minutes. That manager is everything we should have had. And name me another manager in world football right now that's got less experience, yeah, than this manager we've got. Name one. And all you get out of our fans is, oh, but he's won 2 trophies. Okay, Di Matteo is the greatest manager in my lifetime then. 26 games, Champions League and FA Cup. Chelsea still sacked him 26 games later.
It's unbelievable.
It's embarrassing.
Unbelievable. And look, there are 1,900 people.
Manager. Embarrassing.
There are 1,900 people watching, which is a new record for me, so thank you.
Sorry, I lie as well, by the way. Chelsea and Liverpool scored 1 goal more than Tottenham this season. Yeah. But they've still scored double and more what we have. Yeah.
I do wonder.
And they've conceded less, by the way.
I do wonder why. All of a sudden I have 1,900 people. Sorry, excuse me, 2,000 people watching live. And secondly,
smash the likes. Secondly, subscribe to Chig.
Thank you for my suspicious new member. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
No, he's a member of my channel as well. I think he's changed his name. I think. What was your name before? He's changed his name.
He's changed his name. Okay. Hopefully you enjoy your stay as a Chig member. And one more donation that came in before we start getting into these player ratings, I guess, is DVS. Big up DVS, my guy. Saying it again and again. We are a project club since 2007. Let's get it right. We've rotated players in and out of the club. Now we're paying the price for being a selling club. Arteta is done. I'm just at the point where, for me, there is nothing wrong at this point. Nothing wrong with it at this point. If you are looking at our league position, and like me, because I'm a traditionalist and hate to see fucking Tottenham top of a fucking league. It doesn't even. There's something about that doesn't even compete.
I don't think they've ever been top of the league going into a North London derby against us in my lifetime, and I'm old, boy.
They're top of the league. Like, how does that not even hurt you inside? How does it not hurt you inside? Makes me itch every time I think about the fact that Tottenham are top of the league and then our stupid punk ass ain't even in the top half. You're looking at that situation, it must hurt your soul. It hurts mine. But I've got a manager that unfortunately is not learning from his lessons. He's not adapting. He's not trying to tweak something. He's not bringing in new personnel.
He's been asked if he fears for his position at all. Sorry to cut you off there. Do you fear for your position? I'm going to go through this anyway later, but I thought it was relevant. James Benge is tweeting it out, yeah? He says, it's something that the day I decided to be coach, I knew that one day I will be sacked or leave the football club. I don't know if and when that day is after I sign my contract in a month's time, a year's time, or 6 months' time. I'll never worry about it. No, of course you won't, because you get a payout on £6 million a year, mate. My only concern is to get the best out of the players, which you're not doing. Give the best possible service to the club and become better and better. I know, I repeat, in this profession, one day I will get the sack or leave, but I don't know when that is going to happen. The fact we're having these conversations, just cut ties, bruv. Go back and sit next to Pep. Put the cones out again, like Claude said. Yeah. For
those people still asking me, what give Arteta time? Why?
What's he? Why
I just want a justification
for Emery.
I want a justification as to why, and it's appropriate that it is Emery's sacking today. Because as much as I don't want to focus on someone being sacked, we are looking at basically the same stage of a season. Yes, all right, Emery technically got slightly longer than Arteta, right? But we're looking at a situation
comparing to a guy for 2 decades. It's a fair comparison.
Exactly. You know, you have to look at the situation for what it is. We are 14th, and we're not 14th in such a way where those games have been unlucky and Mikel Arteta's tried different things and they've almost come off in some games and in some games they haven't.
Bro, name three games that we have dominated from the first minute to the last minute.
Exactly.
Yeah? And looked fantastic. Maybe Man United at home. Yeah?
Maybe. Arguably, we should have scored more goals.
Yeah, other than that, none. But people got twisted. And I said, also, bro, I could have flipped and you could have flipped, yeah? When he won the FA Cup and we did the watch-along, yeah?
Yeah.
And people were coming in my chat, yeah? And coming in my comments going, yeah, He's putting you to shame now. He's proving you wrong now. What's it feel like to eat your words now, yeah? I could have quite easily bowed down to the pressure and gone, yo, fair enough. I got it wrong. I back him. But in there, in my fucking heart, I knew this geezer was not good enough for this football club, bruv, yeah? And I didn't care what abuse you gave me because I knew you'd all go full circle.
See, for me, I know you look at it like that.
Because I look at it and started giving it about process instead of we care to you. I cared more than you.
I always looked at it much more simply than that because my thing was always this motherfucker doesn't have experience.
Yeah.
So him winning an FA Cup doesn't change that point of view. It doesn't change that point of view.
Chelsea, they sacked Di Matteo after 8 months. He won the Champions League and the FA Cup in his first 3 months. They sacked him 5 months later.
I just want to catch these before they jump off the screen.
Yeah, go on.
DBS says it kills me. Oh, it kind of jumped off the screen, but it kills me. But Levy has always had a plan, which is true. Richard Dodds says, "Oh, damn it! Richard's thing has dived off the screen as well." He was a Leeds fan. Richard, please put it back in the chat. I'll catch you.
Go to your creator studio.
Okay.
Go to monetization and go to supers.
Oh, okay, yeah, and I can just catch you that way.
That's how I catch him back end. I always catch him.
Okay. Like all right, cool. Would you take Wenger back for the rest of the season? All right.
No.
Why would? No. Why do people? Is Wenger the only other candidate? Is Wenger, Arteta, and Emery the only candidates for this job?
If Arsene Wenger had this squad of players right now, we would not be 14th. If Unai Emery had this squad of players right now, we'd not be 14th.
100%.
Yeah. If Jose had this squad of players right now, we'd be about 3rd. It's mad. We'd be about 3rd under this guy.
100%. I think for me, we know Wenger likes young players. There ain't no way. You think Wenger would let a French young player like Saliba rot on the bench for probably not sucking Arteta's dick exactly the way he wanted it? But I just don't understand. I watched the under-23 performance this afternoon, or the highlights, I would say. He was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was absolutely fantastic. Are you telling me that Mustafi is better than this geezer? That Rob Holding is better than this geezer? How bad could he be? Other than the fact that it just feels like you want to teach him some sort of stupid lesson. This is what I said it before, and I'll say it again. I called it
the process, by the way.
I called it a long time ago. A long time ago. This is a guy that clearly does not know how to manage young players, and we're not going to see any kind of development of young players into the team. Who else calls you the sexiest voice of YouTube? This past week was for us in America. Next week, England. Of course. I feel
sorry for the guy whose birthday it was who came in my chat earlier. He put a chat in. He said, "It's my birthday." I said, "Bruv, don't watch the game. Just go and enjoy your birthday."
That's what I said. I honestly, and power to you if you are from those parts where at the moment it's like
Australia, Singapore, Tokyo, them sort of places.
What a way to start your Monday. Fuck that. Fuck that. Anyway, let's get into player ratings. 2,000 people still watching us. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Very recently hit 10K, which is fantastic. So please do help me get to 11K. That'll be fantastic. Feel free to hit the membership as you couldn't before. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I know you're in full flow. Somebody's just DM'd me saying most dribbles in the match. Adama Traore 5, Daniel Podence 5, Pedro Neto 3, the whole Arsenal team 2.
Is anyone surprised?
No. A man sitting there going, "We had about 30 crosses into the box." Yeah, shut up. Get out of my football club, you fraud. Go and put Cones back out for Pep.
I'm so confused. B2K TV, thank you for your donation. If we had a player get KO'd like Jimenez, we'd have lost 3-0. 100%.
If that was a Aubameyang,
this is my favorite donation today. The comment is so on point. This is bro. You can just imagine. Remember Brighton? Do you remember Brighton away?
They've won one league game at home this calendar year. Guess who their last league game of this year is?
Hold on. Take in that comment. I want you to take in that comment first. Take in that comment and remember when we were watching Brighton away where Leno got taken out.
Yep. And everyone thought he should be nicked. Magpie should be in jail.
And then people were making out that we lost that game because the players were distracted by how terrible the injury was and all that bullshit. Oh, fuck off. 100%. What absolutely brilliant comment, that one. Love that.
Great comment.
Arteta was never, ever an Arsenal legend. He's a Rangers legend.
Yeah, he's not even an Everton legend. You ask Everton fans, they say, yeah, he was all right, but he weren't great.
So Rangers legend at best. Kamani Saunders, a donation for just a donation. Thank you, my guy or girl. But thank you, I appreciate that. Natali, Chig's stats show that we take 54 minutes for every shot.
Wow.
Wow.
That's mental.
Wow.
That is actually mad. That's mad.
I don't even know what to say. Because I will say this, at least under Emery, there was always a chance that he could surprise me.
Oh, now, but he gave up 30 shots at Watford. Yeah. We gave up 24 at Leeds the other day. Yeah.
My man is asking me to read his super chat. Bro, put it in again. I've genuinely not seen it. They're literally flying in very, very quickly. So just throw it in again if I've missed it. Obviously, you don't need to super chat it all the time. Just throw it in. Just throw it in very, very quickly. Johnny Ball for a super chat. Granit Xhaka is a massive thorn in our side. Oh, I hear that one. All right, let's get into the player ratings.
Very quickly, do you remember when Arteta said this?
Arteta, it doesn't matter who we have. Players will be challenging for the top 100%.
Yeah. So when anyone wants to come out with it's the players, your manager, the one that you're backing, said that. Yeah. Your manager, yeah. You can say players all you like. Your manager. And
big up to 76 Design. Remember, Ozil out is for footballing reasons, quote unquote. 100%.
You're not even going down the Ozil route. Like he would have changed anything. As well.
Don't I know it? All right, let's get it popping. You guys know how we do this player ratings by now. We'll go through the names of the squad and how they played. We'll put a number next to it. You may agree with it, you may disagree with it. It doesn't stop you from putting your own number in the actual chat, and I'll highlight as many as I possibly can. All right? Okay. Only 2 channels I watch with no bias, good or bad. Fair fucking play to you.
Thank you, mate.
And I like that comment. Thank you, my guy. Thank you, Gaffer. I've just seen you say that. Appreciate that. Let's get to 10.2. All right, let's go. Let's go with Bernd Leno.
5.
Now, did you blame him for that goal?
No. It took a deflection off Bellerin.
Yeah. Because
when I first see it, I was like, let me see the replay.
Yeah. And I don't defend Leno easily, but
no, you can't blame him because he would have caught it, but because it took a deflection, it came off his shin.
Yeah.
What I do blame is Hector Bellerin and David Luiz, because soon as that went off of Bellerin, Luiz just went. He just turned around and went like that. He just stood still, bruv. Bellerin's watching. Yeah. The first goal, Granit Xhaka, I think it was, or Danny Spark. I think it was Xhaka, bruv. I don't blame Leno for either of them goals. Yeah, don't blame him for either. I'm going to give Leno a 5. Bang average, not helped by a bang average fucking defense. Listen, the first goal that they scored, or was it the second goal? It was the second goal where he scooped it over Gabriel and pinged it in. The second goal, wasn't it? Yeah, bruv, that's a great goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit defending. Yeah, I'm going to give Leno a 5.
Okay, I'm going to give him a 4. Just because I'm not seeing him have enough influence defensively on this team yet. But
he don't talk. He's not vocal.
He's not vocal. Yeah, I know. And I know I'm never going to get that from him. But I just feel like this was a sort of game where you want some of them type of players to stand the fuck up a little bit. And it's never him. And that pisses me off. So Bernd Leno 4 out of 10. Right back, Hector Bellerin. I'm going to give you the floor for this one. Because I guarantee I'm going to agree.
0. Get out of my football club, you fucking idiot. Yeah. Ta-ta. Mince off to Paris.
Worst player on the pitch.
Your manager. Yeah, your manager stopped him going on loan to PSG, by the way. Yeah. Begged for him to stay. Your manager. That's his adopted son. Man actually put him up. Him and his wife put Bellerin up when he first came to the club. Yeah. Gave him digs, bruv. Put him in the house. Oh, don't worry. We'll take you on as our son. Yeah. 0. Dog shit right back. At this point, Jenkinson is levels ahead of this guy. This Jenkinson could cross. At least he could defend.
By the way, for those people who are still wondering what these guys are so harsh on Mikel Arteta, do you notice that not one player has come out yet to back him? No one. Yeah. Normally there's that kind of weak-ass support of, Mikel Arteta will get things right. It's just that we're trying to implement some shit into the, we're trying to work on a few things and this, that, and you get that kind of cursory, he should be given time because of X. So I remember last year it was Guendouzi that was doing that. Guendouzi was a big advocate of Emery staying. But we're not getting so much of that this year. Interesting. Yeah. Just putting it out there. Interesting. For me, Hector Bellerin, 0, worst player on the pitch. David Luiz, don't blame him for wanting to continue. Should never have been on the pitch after that collision.
Totally agree. And he got hooked at half time.
He did not look right. Even for a second, he didn't.
Oh, he got hooked at half time. Imagine if maybe Holden had come on when that happened.
Exactly.
Maybe, just maybe.
Who knows the way that would have shake. And this is what pisses me off. Bro, I am not a manager. I'm not a coach. I'm just a human being with the occasional decent common sense, right? That says to me, maybe. Am I saying that my defense is so bad I'd rather a concussed 34-year-old play over a 25-year-old that occasionally can be shit when he wants to be? Because that is a damning indictment of your defense, if that's the case. But, for me, I'm going to give David Luiz a 3 because I thought he was terrible. But understandably so.
David Luiz, I'd give him a 3 as well.
Gabriel, I'm going to give a 6 to. I do think he was our best defender, but I didn't think he was that great. And I think as the game went on, actually, he was making more mistakes. There was a chance where they were putting a lot of pressure on us, and the cross came in, and he completely air hooked this attempted clearance shot. And I was like, oh no! And I've seen him do that before. So it's clearly a little bit of a weakness of his, that if you get him in a position where he's on kind of a parallel to you, there's a chance that he might be able to do something. If he's defending deep, he's fine. But when he's parallel, movements is clearly his Achilles heel, which is even more reason why you put a Saliba next to him. Then you have two guys who are complementing each other. This is not hard. I know Chig knows defenders, but this is not hard. This ain't hard. I don't understand what's going on here. But anyway, I'll give him a 6.
I'll give him a 4. Worst game for Arsenal I've seen. In fact, actually, that's too high. 3.
Okay.
3. Okay. Slid in like Mustafi. For that goal. Yeah. Got spun by a 19-year-old. Yeah. 19-year-old got spun on the halfway line and left for dead.
Do you know what? You're right. I'll give him a 5.
Having said that, I thought the one where Adama got booked, he got lucky because on replay, that was a pen. He trod on his toe, bruv. Yeah.
6 is too much. They don't rate him, Chig. Simple as the man got a Steve Round in. It's true. It's so true.
Bro, they're iPad managers, bruv. They're iPad managers. They're playing Roblox.
Steve Round. Really take that in. Oh, dear.
That's where we're at, mate. That's where we're at.
I agree with you. All right, in the middle, let's go with Danny Ceballos.
0.
I'm going to go with a 1. Other than that, that's about it. And that's only because I saw him make a decent pass. But other than that, I don't care if he I don't care if he goes in January or goes in the summer. Just go. You're not that good. We ain't that good. Granit Xhaka, -1.
0.
When I said Bellerin was the worst player on the pitch, but actually there were so many times that Granit Xhaka losing the ball put us in danger. I have to give him -1. Joe Willock, I'm going to give him a 3. I thought he got on the ball a little bit more out of the 3 central midfielders.
Willock, I'll give a 2. I'll give a 2 to Willock.
But at least I saw Willock trying. So I gave him a little more credit for that. I love Saka. 2 out of 10. I'll be real. I thought he had a poor fucking game. He had a poor game. I honestly did. On the right-hand side, Willian,
Saka, I'll give a 1. Shocking.
He was poor. He was. On the right-hand side, for Willian, he got himself an assist. Made a couple of decent whip balls in just before he came off or was hooked off.
Willian. Yeah, Willian. You see Willian, yeah? See Willian? I'm going to hold my hands up right now. Where's Zach? Yeah, where's Zach?
God.
Yeah, where's Zach? I see you, Zach. Where's Zach?
Do it.
Yeah. I hold my hands up. I am so sorry, Zach. Yeah, clip this motherfucker. Yeah, put it in the chat. I am so sorry. I completely nosed it up with William. That guy is dead, bruv. I actually thought he was going to ball for us, yeah? I actually thought at Chelsea he was all right. Every Chelsea man tells me, bruv, you don't watch him like we watch him, yeah? Yeah. Zach, I'm sorry, bruv. I got it wrong. Man's shit. Yeah. See, I can't admit when I get it wrong.
So, what's your mark for him, bro? What's your mark for him?
For Willian? 0.
I'll give him a 2. He got an assist and he whipped in a couple of decent balls. Up top, Aubameyang, 0. We needed him.
0. He ain't a captain. He ain't a captain.
He's been missing. It's not like he went missing today. He's been missing. So I'm going to give him a 0 again. I don't care. I don't need to maintain relationships with these people, to be honest. Just to be honest. And even if I did have relationship with them, I'd hope they understand. And listen, I'm being real with you. Like, if I had, this is the thing, right? Me and my mate, right? I've known my bedroom, if he's watching this, shout out to him, right? I've known him for a number of years, and me and him had a little bit of a come into Jesus moment, if you like, today. For the very first time, a different sort of subject matter that we've ever touched before on, right? And we're both kind of trying to approach it in a very different type of way. It's just never come up in our relationship before, right? But one thing I appreciate about him is that he's coming to me honestly and he's just being real with me. I would hope that if I'm going for little rendezvous with these people, that they'd want me to be honest. Anyway, Philip, I don't give a damn about coffees and shit. You know,
man's fully watching the stream as well. He's just tweeted me. Apology accepted, Ari William. Believe me in future with a roll eyes and a kiss.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Big shout out to Zach.
Love Zach, man. Love him.
Anyway, let's talk about the 3 subs real quick. Reece came on and did more in 30 seconds.
He looked lively, which is why he started
Willian the whole game. Yeah. I'll give Reece a 4 out of 10.
Got 5.
I would have given him a 5, but there was, remember that effort that he had that you kind of like, I felt like he should have got that on target and he scooped it over.
There's a bit of breaking news as well. Thomas Partey's going to miss another 6 weeks, apparently.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. RIP Arsenal Football Club. It's Arsenal Football brand now we support. And we're going to be lucky to stay up this season. Thank fuck for Fulham, Sheffield United and West Bromwich Albion. Yeah, thank fuck for them. It's mad.
Oh, well. It is what it is. I'm almost happy for him that he doesn't need to be tarnished with this nonsense. Right, what else? Reese, who else came on? Oh, Lacazette.
Like a fret, like a fucking anything. I don't know.
1 out of 10.
Haircut.
2 out of 10.
0.
No one else really.
Holden for Louise.
Oh yeah. 3. Was he that much better? I gave Louise a 3.
I gave Gabriel a 3. I thought he was better than Gabriel, if I'm honest.
Did you? Nah, see, not for me. Not for me.
But he did only play for half the game. So, well, I'll give him a 3. I'll give him a 3. Manager.
Manager. I'll go first.
You're a manager, yeah? Well, you see all you people that were cussing me, yeah?
My manager.
You're a manager. You're a manager, yeah? What are you saying?
Simply put, we don't. If you are Arteta in, then we don't fucked up sacking Unai Emery. It's Unai Emery's anniversary.
Can you imagine if we get Unai Emery, yeah? Can you imagine if we get Unai Emery in Europa League? Oh, I just see a comment in your chat about a certain face that says he said he's Arteta out if we lose to Spurs. Says Ben, the same guy said he was Arteta out if Aubameyang weren't up front against Leeds. The next day, he said he was reactionary and he shouldn't have done it. I'm funny enough just tagged him in a tweet because somebody put.
But who called that? Did I not call that on your watch along, bro? Did I not call that?
Yeah. You did, yeah, you did, yeah.
I said what these people are waiting for is a big event like the North London Derby, which, let's face it,
Tierney, by the way,
barring Jesus Christ interfering, we are going to get piped. Everyone knows this, so you can save face in a North London Derby, bro. This is not.
Yeah, but this is the thing.
This is not even being honest now. This is just strategy. This is strategy.
Bro, man sat the other day and then comes out 2 weeks in a row and says, "Oh, I was reactionary." I said, "Well, maybe don't do fan cams after the game then, because that's not your real opinion then, or maybe that is your opinion, but you get battered for it, so you change it the next day." Bro, I just tweeted, just tagged him. Yeah, somebody put, "Has any of the super fans turned on Arteta yet?" Yeah, so I tagged him. I put, "Funny as on Monday on the same old guests podcast, slagging off people for using Spurs as a stick to beat Arteta." Yeah, I said now. Once their manager that was sacked, Poch, and Arteta out on Sunday. Glad I stay consistent. I'm not a game-by-game type, but whatever works. Change your mind, FC, bruv. Oh, I was reactionary. I was angry after the game. Well, don't go on camera then. Don't go on social media then, because we're not getting your true opinions, are we? Yeah. For me, that's what pisses me off. Yeah, bruv. If I look back at some of the stuff I said on that last stream, yeah. I stand by every fucking word of it. Every fucking word of it.
That's the thing. I think me and you are kind of built that way in the sense that I'm not someone who will tell. Typically, if I tell you to fuck off, it's because I mean it. You know, I'm not. I don't do that out of anger. There might be sometimes I wish I used a slightly different word, or maybe phrased it slightly differently. But if I'm so angry enough that I want a player to be sold. And I say it, that means I mean it. It doesn't mean I'm going to reverse it in the next game.
Yeah.
So to me, I was just like, all right, it is what it is. I don't know him well enough to say too much more, but to me, it does look suspect, to say the least.
We missed Tierney, by the way.
Huh?
We missed Tierney's rating.
Oh, we did miss Tierney's rating.
0.
It has to be said. I can't give
Hector
Bellerin a 0 and give Tierney any higher. I thought he was just as terrible.
Dog shit. Worst game for us.
And he tends to have bad games against the juiced up Iwobi. It has to be said. It has to be said. So we didn't give Arteta a rating. For Arteta,
me, 0.
For all of his crimes, for the fact that he didn't take David Luiz off soon enough, the team starting lineup, how he adapted in the game, how he progressively got worse, how he had no plan B, plan C, plan A.1, just something to tweak something, to do something, and that deep down, come next week, is still going to persevere with the same old bullshit, -10. I can forgive mistakes. I can forgive a mistake. Like I said, I don't blame him for taking the job. I take that job. I don't blame him for taking the job. What I blame you for is when you're in that job, you're not learning from your mistakes. I would much prefer to forgive you if you were playing the youngsters even and you were losing games. But you're not even doing that. Playing the same old nonsense. Playing Willian. I could have told you 6 months ago Willian would be shit for us. What are we talking about? What are we doing here? So it is what it is. Let me block that geezer just for being a bit rude unnecessarily. All right, so that's pretty much it from us. Sorry for those people's donations who I have missed. Literally, at one point there was literally 2,000 people watching, which is fantastic. And actually, I'm happy because I wanted to wake up to do this, to do the watch along and the shows. And although I didn't want us to lose to do it, it has energized me for both of the shows. So thank you so much for you guys being active in the chat rooms. And I hope you guys are still pumping those likes through. And honestly, I'm at that point. I'm genuinely at that point where I know that next week or on Monday, I'm going to see some sort of stupid statement from the board that says that we support Mikel Arteta, yada, 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 yada. They're going to have to support him. They're going to have to back him. They're going to have to put out that statement at least once. I would much more respect the unlikely me and Mikel have come to a mutual agreement that we will no longer continue our relationship. And in the interim, we have decided to appoint X.
I don't know why everyone's having a meltdown, bruv. It's a 4-year process. Why is everyone kicking off? Like all the ones that have rammed trust the process down my throat for a year, yeah? Yeah, and you don't know what you're talking about. Trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Not any one of you have got the right to say anything, yeah? Because you've all given it the big one about this manager for a year. So no disrespect, yeah? When you're sitting there saying, it's a 3-year process, look at Klopp. Yeah, oh, we need to copy that. It took Klopp 4 years, blah, blah, blah. Trust the process, yeah? This is your process. Trust it, yeah? Anyone who's screaming and crying and bitching that has said, trust the process, stop. It's your process.
Oh, dear. Anyway, is what it is, guys.
I'm going to go live in half an hour with post-match press conference reaction. That's should be fun.
I'll let you crack on with that. 1,200 people still watching. Please do slap a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you still want more Phil of Lee and Chig, well, more Lee, go check out his post-match press conference reaction. You say you're going in half an hour?
Yeah, about half hour. About 12, probably 40 minutes, 20 past midnight my time, 20 past 11 your time.
So go subscribe to Lee Gunner and check that out.
Sorry, one more. My man Iffy, yeah? You're a G, bruv, yeah? Lee, who do you get now? That's the problem. Well, it's not a problem, is it? I don't get this.
Well, it depends when we sack him.
Like, yeah, if we sack him, who do we get? That's the problem. Well, it ain't, is it? That's not a problem. If you've got anything about you, you go and get Simeone. Because if you want to play this dead football, at least get the manager who's the master of it. Yeah? Come on. If you don't want to play dead football and you want something decent, go and get Hasenhüttl. Poundland Klopp. Look at what he's doing with Southampton. Yeah? Absolutely smashing it. I know they lost today 3-2 from 2-0 up, by the way. But look at what he's done with that football club.
There you go.
They play decent football.
This is answered. All right. Well, we're out of here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, I guess. And yeah, we'll be back later in the week with some more shows and content. So keep a lookout for it. And Arsenal, you disappointed us once again. And Mikel Arteta.
Arteta out today, right now. Poch is available. Hasenhüttl will come. Allegri's available. There's people out there. We're Arsenal fucking football club. Stop lowering the standards of my football club.